Afra Zhao Wang joins me now from Palo Alto in California's Silicon Valley. She hosts the Chinese language podcast Loud Murmurs about American pop culture. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's talk about these Chinese women taikonauts. Treated kind of like rock stars recently. How are they inspiring a younger generation of girls to dream of outer space?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for my generation, the post-90s kids growing up in a fairly equal gender environment, and a lot of deep-rooted gender discrimination traditions were strictly banned, during the times, such as, abandonment of baby girls, child brides, and also, a lot of gender stereotypes were definitely abolished. So I was lucky to, be raised and born in this. I wouldn't say like a golden age, but I was definitely, compared to even a lot of my peers here in the U.S. I was definitely grew up in a fairly equal environment. However, again, I feel like a woman in STEM field and women trying to, having a career development or even, in the future winning prizes, having promotions in those fields is still an uphill battle. And I would like to, discuss with you and why it's still very difficult for women to make more accomplishment in STEM fields.
Well, we did hear in our story 40 million women in China in STEM right now. How is China encouraging more women and girls to enter the science and tech fields?
Yeah, I think China so far still has one of the Asian Pacific's highest labor force participation rate for women, and this number is a staggering 60%. But of course, compared to the male labor force participation rate is slightly lower. And I feel like for me growing up, in my high school, my teachers, they were always really encouraging in terms of helping girls and helping women to choose the STEM field. And I didn't feel really discouraged from studying math or studying physics. It's always been my interest, and of course, gender stereotypes exist in workplace as well as in school. But I feel like there are still some forces that are implicitly encourage me to pursue what I want to pursue.
Well, what are the hottest fields and industries right now for women? Are we seeing more women go into tech and wanting to become entrepreneurs, or is it science and research, or a little bit of both?
I feel like it's like the woman's career in the science field is pretty much everywhere. My mom herself is a doctor. She is a surgeon, and I would see her job in science. And as the show just mentioned, during the COVID-19, during Wuhan's lockdown, actually the people who were sent to Wuhan, overwhelmingly amount of them were women. They were female nurses, they were female doctors, they were female scientists trying to tackle with the difficulties and with the problem. So yeah, definitely, women's participation and representation is very positive during the difficult time of the like the anti-COVID lockdowns and the battles against the virus.
Yeah, a lot of girl power. We should have a whole show on this and bring you back, Afra Zhao Wang. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.